Pepper says, are you ready to declutter another section in this hoarded basement? I know I am. It is that time of the week again. It is time to declutter another section in this hoarded basement. And we'll also be doing a little cleaning and a little straightening up as well. And we have been making amazing progress in the back of the basement for the past few months. The fact that I can see this back wall is amazing. But now that I can see it, I can see the neglect by the window from, I don't know, a decade. It's really bad. There's some fiberglass hanging out, but for today, I want to be able to clean up that window. But I also want to continue over in this area. There is a wall separating the right side of the basement and the play area, and I would like to clear all of this out. That way, it is one big open space. That is the goal that we are setting for today. Now, we're going to change it up a little bit because instead of starting with decluttering, we're going to start with cleaning, especially the haunted wall. It's really scary, especially around this window. I mean, there is a combination of bugs, dust, and yes, even like vines coming through the window from the other side. Like, that's crazy. We have to clean this up now. Now, as I'm cleaning, I want to talk to you all about how my ADHD and my hoarding almost mirror and mimic each other. And I've been really studying a lot about my ADHD so that I can fix these issues and be clean. And I've been listening to a lot of information about the differences between an ADHD brain and a neurotypical brain. Now, when a neurotypical brain cleans deep down inside, to be perfectly honest, they kind of like cleaning. It's almost soothing and gives them a sense of accomplishment when they cleaned up and organized their entire space. And not that it's necessarily super fun for them, but they actually like it because they know they're going to get that dopamine award of, I did it, and my space looks good, and I feel really good about this. And when I asked all of my non-ADHD friends, do they feel like that too? They said, yeah, they feel good when they're done cleaning. And to all my non-ADHD YouTube family members, do you feel like that too? I'm really curious to know so we can continue the conversation. So please let me know down below. Now, for my entire life, cleaning never gave me that end satisfaction when I was done. It was more of a, let me get this dull, mundane task done so I can do all the fun things that I want to do, like taking my boys out to the fall festivals, or anything fun with my boys, or anything that I loved doing, like crafting, because that triggered my hyperfixation and I could stay in focus and the dopamine levels were flowing. I never felt any satisfaction when I was done cleaning. And with the ADHD brain, it lacks dopamine levels. So it's always seeking that reward. So if I'm cleaning and there's no reward, it is really hard for me to stay focused on that task without getting distracted. And then my hoarding disorder chimes in and says, don't get rid of anything. We like the clutter. We like the stuff. It's not safe if we have an open space. So you can really see where the avoidance of cleaning and decluttering came in my entire life. And by putting words to these emotions that create the behaviors, we can start to turn it around, where now I can finally feel that accomplishment that the window, the wall looks so much better now. And as we go to the other side, I did want to add that not all ADHD people feel like that. There are also ADHD who feel a great sense of reward and dopamine rush after they clean because it actually keeps their anxiety calm. Again, another nervous system regulation. If my house is clean, they're almost OCD clean, some of them, then I can remain calm. It's all about your personal wiring, and your past experiences. So now let's move on to the decluttering part. Now, all of these clothes are hubby's when he was like a tween and a teenager, and I am going to fold them up and put them into this big bin. It's honestly up to him to decide what he's going to keep and what he's going to let go of. Those are decisions that he's going to have to make, because I wouldn't want someone to make those decisions for me and my childhood items either. So now the clothes are folded in the bin, and I do have that jacket laid out so it covers the town that he's from. But over here are all those hangers, and we don't need any of these hangers. We already have so many. All the hangers are now a tossy-tossy. Now, next to that clothes rack is a lot of random stuff, like a Hershey's cup, water bottle, and vinegar. This is from previous cleaning videos. And there's also, ooh, this is tea tree oil. This is probably not safe for Pepper. I gotta get this off the floor right away. And I just should not have these random cleaning products sitting on the floor. We have to pick them up. And we also have some easy tossy-tossies over here, like another hanger, a balloon that's actually pretty hard, that's kind of funny, and just clean up this random stuff off of the floor because, oh, there is a lot of random stuff over there. So now I'm going to move this clothes rack because I want to be able to get to that stuff that's laying on the floor, and also the old metal cabinet. Yes. This came with the house, and when water and moisture came, the paint, I guess, started peeling everywhere. Oh man, I don't know. It's a hot mess. So let's just clean it all up because obviously everything that is in this back corner right here, this is all a tossy-tossy. And I really want to get all of this random paper and stuff out of the way so that I can sweep up these paint chips. I don't know if it's toxic, and I don't know if it could hurt Pepper, the kids, or us. So I am wearing a mask while I'm sweeping this up, and we got to get it out of here right away. All right, let's see what's in the haunted metal cabinet. It is, drumroll please. Oh, well, that's random. Okay, these baby jars are from when Brandon was a baby, so 2008, 2009. And yes, I had cleaned them and saved them because I made DIY projects out of them, and you have seen some of them. But this is classic hoarding because it's just saving and acquiring to make my nervous system feel safe. Now, moving down, let's see what's in the plastic bag on shelf number 2. And it is a shot glass, a Smurf shot glass. So I know what's in this bag. This is me and hubby's from our 20s when we used to collect shot glasses. So that's something that me and him are going to have to go over. Now it looks like shelf number 3 has some pretty easy tossy-tossies on top. And in this bag is, oh, okay. This is actually hubby's, and looks like it goes to his rotor, so I'm going to take that into the garage and let him decide what he wants to do with it. And the thing underneath of it is clearly a tossy-tossy. We are going to let that go. And next is paper and bags. I know this is really old, and we'll go through it and toss most of it out. And also this right here, I don't need this. Our stove has metal plates, that's gone. And then wood, I'll ask Hobby about that because he is always reusing 2x4s for his projects. Now here's the bin that I always shop for my organizational pieces. And then these are the bins that I moved to the side, but they're all the empty bins from the yard sale. But behind that are all the toys that my boys need to go through. Now, I don't want to go through it. I want my boys to make those decisions. And I think in a future video, probably right before Christmas would be really good to declutter a lot of that. Now I'm going to move this organizational bin to the side to see, yeah, there's some random stuff that I can go through, like tissue paper. I always hoarded tissue paper, but now we can let it go. And then there's this right here. And inside of this binder, oh yeah, this is really old. This is actually before Tyler was born. So all the paper in here, we can shred it and let it go. And I'll just keep the binder because I can always use a binder. And next to that is not a plastic bag of paper. No, it's an entire box stacks of paper. Okay, I can tell that the contents in here are very old when the boys were a lot younger, and I will skim through it, but I can tell you right now that I'm going to be letting everything in here go because I mean, it's old. I mean, look, there's even like, what is that, mold? Oh my God. Everything in this box is going to go. I'm just going to shred important stuff, but there's no need for me to keep the whole thing. So now, real quickly, I'm just going to reorganize the storage bins just so I can stack them up a little better. It fits better into that container, and I actually did let go of one of my organizational pieces. Now, this cat scratcher is in the playroom too, and this was actually from Pepper's old house. Her old owner gave it to us because she said that she loved it. But when it came here, she maybe used it once, if that. So we're gonna let it go because she has other cat scratchies that she likes. And with that, it's time to get the broom out and start sweeping up all of this dust and debris and get it off of the floor so that Miss Pepper and I can show you today's tossy pile. And it's actually a little more than I thought it was going to be. And I'm actually very pleasantly surprised because we spent half of it cleaning up. So I'm very happy with this. And we are going to recycle everything as best as we can. And of course, our little Pepper girl also wants to show you the newly cleaned out part of the basement. Now, this was decluttered before, but we focused on just doing a light cleaning, wiping it down, opening up that window. That window looks 1,000 times better than it did before. And now we're going to show you the newly opened up space in the basement. The wall is gone. We have brought down the wall of stuff that divided the right side of the basement to the play area. And I have to admit, I'm finally happy with open spaces. They don't scare me as much anymore. And of course, in the future, we will have the boys declutter this and maybe even have a little playroom refresh. Why not? Opening this backspace even more. But guess what? It's okay. This is all good. This is all progress. We are doing our baby step decluttering. We are letting go what feels right in our heart. And by doing so, we are reconditioning our nervous system to recognize that we are still safe if we declutter. And my hope and my prayer is that this video motivated and encouraged you to declutter something in your house today too.